Hello cousins, this is Kurt again, and in this video I'm going to step you through the American coins from the safe. We're not going to start with those. All right, let's go back to the least exciting thing. Here is a book of Washington quarters, complete with one extra, worth exactly $15.25. Here is a Lincoln head cent book, complete through 1958. This is the same thing. There's more than that in there, but I think we all know what a penny is worth. So those are both complete through 1958. All right, now we're going to start stepping it up slowly. This is a book of Indian head cents, and you can see from looking through it that it is largely complete. My guess is the one that it's missing is the one that's super valuable, but regardless, you can see that only the 1908 S and the 1858 large letter are missing. I don't want to make anybody dizzy with this. Not easy doing with one hand. Okay, Jefferson nickels. These are, of course, the nickels that we're used to, but we probably are all aware that they have a little bit of silver in them. Not a very complete collection. But there it is. Okay, now we're going to start. Now we're going to kick it off with the sort of most famous thing from the safe, and that is these 4 gold coins. This large one here is a $5 piece. Those are two $2 pieces, and that is a $1 gold coin. These are the cases they were in, and then it's on top of this book about rare coin collecting from 1933, which is in pretty good shape. It was in the safe too, which is why it's in good shape, because everything else was trashed. Now we are getting to the 1 penny. So now we're going to start counting up. This little container right here is all wheat pennies, copper wheat pennies. Probably worth a penny or just a little north of that each. And then these ones down here, these are all the American 1 cent pieces. Going back quite some time. I think there might even be an 18th century one in here. But, you know, again, I call these the frontier pennies. This is what you would have slapped on the bar for a shot of whiskey. A lot of fun. I kind of like to do it myself. Moving over here, you can see the 19th century 2-cent pieces, 19th century 3-cent pieces, a whole bunch of 5-cent pieces. I don't know if those would be called nickels, but there's a bunch of them. This one right here, I don't know what it is. The other side is so worn that it is completely blank. Doesn't quite match anything. Could maybe be a 3-cent, could maybe be a 10-cent, not sure. 10 cents. 25 cents. There's an old one, but it's pretty well worn. 50 cents. I think of 50-cent pieces as the stepchild of American coins because they seem to have changed the design every dozen years or so. Give you a chance to look at these. Some of these I'm sure are worth 50 cents exactly. That may not be true. There might be some silver in all of them. Now moving into the $1. Now I've separated the $1 into pre-Eisenhower and Eisenhowers. These you can see are the pre-Eisenhowers. Some of them are in really nice shape. I mean, they still have a shine. Some of them are dirty. None of these have been cleaned. At least not in my lifetime. You know, if you find this boring, just turn up the speed on YouTube to 1.5 and it won't be so bad. Here are the Eisenhower silver dollars. You can see that there are 25 of them, and then one uncirculated here. and then 2 uncirculated here. So there's a total of 28 of them. There's a Susan B. Anthony. And those really date everywhere from the beginning of the Eisenhowers into the 90s. Now we're going to go to probably my favorite coins here. These are the World War II and Civil War coins. So, you know, during the wars, coins were sometimes printed in an effort to raise money for the government, for the war effort, but also during the Civil War because there just weren't enough coins in distribution. I'm going to see if I can get any of these to show up. They're really fighting me. Watch this. Let's see if this works. Oh, there we go. See these? Aren't those cool? So we have 4 Civil War era tokens, one of them with an unfortunate hole in the middle. Moving on to paper money. There is a $2 bill from the 50s at the top. I think that's worth $2. And a bunch of $1 silver certificates, which are super neat. I think those were required to be turned in at some point. Now we're coming into this. Now, oh, I just thought of something. Well, I'm going to have to look for it. Right here, you can see that we have a silver dollar certificate at the top. And I forget the year on that one. Well, anyways, you're looking at it, you can see it too. And then this right here, that is a Civil War $1 bill from the Northern. Okay, so those are pretty cool. So again, this is also one of my favorite things. Now I am showing you something that I'm including with the coins, although it was found in a chest with a bunch of postcards. This is an 1885 solicitation to the Bartholomews for the purchase of counterfeit money. It's possible that it's also a solicitation for the purchase of illegal Confederate money, but I don't think so. I think based on the way it's worded, it is for counterfeit money. And then finally, because I forgot to mention it earlier, I'm going to throw one more thing in here. And that is that. These are 2 silver coins recognizing Solidarnosc, which was really sort of the beginning of the end of the Cold War in Poland. So again, folks, there it is. A whole bunch of American history in coins.